Imagine opening a Google Sheet like this, typing in a keyword and location, and instantly generate dozens of qualified leads complete with your emails, phone numbers, company names, website, and more, ready to import directly into your cold outreach tool to start driving sales. That's exactly what we will be building in this video. If you're new here, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm Alan Mungai, and I specialize in helping entrepreneurs like you build successful, scalable business operations online. So before we hit the ground running, let me clarify something real quick. Everything we're using in this video will be linked in the description below so that you can easily replicate these wins. Some of these are affiliate links which help support the channel while you build your business successfully. We'll be leveraging Apify, which acts like a robot that visits websites and collects the exact data we need. Google Sheets to neatly organize that information in a way that's easy to review and manage, and make our digital assistants that connects all these tools together as well as runs the entire process automatically so everything works in the background without us lifting a finger or hiring a VA. Let me go ahead and share my screen so you can see exactly how this workflow comes together in real time. All right, so as you can see in make.com, we have 5 of these modules, and the first module is a Google Sheet, and this one is the trigger. If I type a keyword and a location in a new row, it's gonna be pulled to make.com, and then that will be deciphered by this tool right here that allows us to set multiple variables as you're about to see, which then goes to Apify, run an actor, and then the actor goes to Google Maps. In this case, we'll be using Google Maps, scrapes it, organizes that data, and that data is then pushed to a Google Sheet and gives out results like this you see on the screen, where you have the company name, you have the websites, there's the phone numbers, you can see them right here, and also the email addresses of that specific business if indicated online. So now you can transfer this data to any tool of your choice, which is a cold outreach tool, and it's not bad to reach out to them because they have given consent that they want to be publicly reached out to. And so go ahead, with all due respect, give them your business, because I do trust that your business is gonna take them to the next level. You can download this Make Blueprint in the link in the description. Let's go ahead and build it out from scratch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up another tab, and on this tab, I'm just gonna go ahead and create a Make account because Make is free, and I'm gonna try signing in with Google. Oh, there we go. I have to sign up for free. When you sign up, your dashboard is gonna look like this. It's gonna be clean. You wanna go to create a new scenario at the button on the top right. And then once you click a new scenario, yeah, it's gonna propagate this, but we're just gonna move that. So just a quick disclaimer before we start hitting on new modules. So using the blueprint below, the way you add it to Make is by clicking these 3 dots on the bottom tab, and once you hover, it's going to say more. So you're going to import a blueprint, choose a blueprint JSON. So in this case, I'm just going to go to the JSON itself, and once that is selected, go ahead and save, and it's going to import the entire blueprint just as I promised. So in this case, we're going to just build it out from scratch so that you can also understand how to build it yourself. I'll refresh my page. Fantastic. So I'm going to go to the big purplish plus icon. I'm going to go ahead and choose Google Sheets, and we want to choose watch new rows to create a connection, and then go ahead and sign in with Google. So yes, this works with a free basic Gmail account. You're good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign in, allow everything, and the connection is verified. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab, and I'll scroll to Google Sheets, create a blank spreadsheet, title this as Ara lead gen trigger. Navigate to the first column and the first row, type in keyword, and in the second column, the first row, I'm going to name this location, and then select the entire row, choose bold, right click, go to view more rows action, freeze up to row 1, so that whenever you scroll, the first row will always be frozen. I'm going to highlight this and highlight this and space it a little bit just to stay organized. Go back to make, select method, search by path, by drive. If you're doing this for clients, have them create the Google Sheet or whichever sheet they'll be using and share it with you. If it's in Google Shared Drive, you can pull it from here, but in this case, it's in my drive, and then choose the spreadsheet ID. All right, so let's click here to choose the file. It's going to load up, and here it is, auto lead gen trigger. We're good to go. Sheet name, sheet 1, contains headers, yes, and then save that. All right, so now we need to choose a specific spreadsheet ID. So how do we go about this? Go back to your spreadsheet, and everything after the D/forward is what we need to copy. That is the random strings of words. See how I'm copying this on my URL. So copy that, then go back to the specific ID and paste it. Should look something like this, and then save. So the next thing that we need to do is add another module. And in this module, we're going to go to tools, set multiple variables. And in this case, we will add item, and the variable name will be keyword. So variable value, we're going to choose keyword from the spreadsheet data that we're pulling. And then we're going to add another item, and the variable name is going to be location. And then the variable location is going to be location, and then go ahead and save that. So we have two modules added. Now let's add the next module. And in the next module, we're going to go ahead and search Apify and choose run a selected actor or run an actor. And then we need to create a connection. So for this, just click the link in the description, open Apify, get started, continue with your credentials. So once we've created our Apify account, let's go back to make.com and create a connection. So the connection type, choose Apify recommended and save. It's going to open a dialog box where you can sign in to Apify and sign in with the selected account and then allow access, and boom, we have that selected. The next thing that we need to do is go back to Apify and search for actors. So we're going to go and type in Google Maps and hit on search. So there's so many Google Maps scrapers out here, but the one that we're looking for specifically is Google Maps email extractor by Lucas Krivka. So go ahead and select that. And what we want to do is we want to start, and then I want to cancel this by aborting, and then go to actor. And now that we have that, we can go back to our make.com and then toggle this account icon, and it's the actor is going to show up. So one thing to have on here is run synchronously enabled as yes. So make sure to toggle that as yes. And where it says input JSON, we're going to go back to Apify, and where it says JSON, copy all of this. Oh, how I got here is when on default it's going to show you the manual, and there's going to be all of this information out here. So instead of menu, you just log on to JSON and copy this JSON information and go back to make, paste it right here. But now here's the thing, right? So where it says location query, it's New York, USA. Be mindful of how to type in the location, because it starts with the state and then the country prefix at the end. So always keep that in mind when you're also typing that in your Google Sheet. So the location is right here. So we're just going to go ahead and populate that. So we're going to go ahead and remove New York, USA. Just don't remove the brackets, just everything inside the brackets. That's New York, USA by default. Get rid of that, and then paste in the location. And where it says restaurant, let's go ahead and select the restaurant and keep the brackets as they are. Remove the restaurant as well, and type, or rather select the keyword from the macros that we're getting by mapping out these fields. And there we have it. So leave everything else as is. And so let's go ahead and hit and save and add the next module. And we're going to add Apify, and go ahead and select get dataset items. So in the dataset items, just be sure to add in the dataset ID, which is the default dataset ID right here. And leave everything as is, hit save. So what we want to do is go back to the auto lead gen triggers and let's select a keyword. My choice is going to be real estate. And in this case, I'm going to select another location such as Toronto, Canada, or CA. And I'm going to run my module once. Go ahead and do that.
A few moments later,
my workflow has just finished running. And as you can see, the keyword that was selected on auto lead gen trigger is the keyword and location. You can got it. Here it is. And then it's separated by the set multiple variables. And then the Apify actor runs the entire scraping in a few minutes, and now we got the data set information as we want it right here. So it's good information. As you can see, we got the title, we got the category name, we got the address, got the street, city, postal code, we got the phone number, we got the website, and now this is the data that we want to transfer to our Google Sheet. So to do that, what we need to do is add another module, and we're going to go to Google Sheet. We're going to go to advanced, add rows, and once we do that, the connection with Google Sheet will still be in place, so we don't need to make another connection as well. And then we're going to go to the Google Sheet where we want all the data to be at. Select the Google Sheet ID, everything after D and the slash, so you want to copy that, and the next slash in between that, copy it, and then paste in the spreadsheet ID just like that. And then the sheet name, toggle off maps and choose sheet 1, then column range, choose A to Z, and then the rows, disable maps, or rather mapping of the fields. And what we want to do is add rows, and the column 1 is we want to go with the title, so go ahead and select title, and then add value. That's like column 2. The column 2, we want what do we have on column 2? We want the URL, the company, the URL. That's the website. And column 3, we want our phone numbers. So go ahead and select phone numbers. So in this case, I'm going to select phone, but phone unformatted is what I'm going to go with right now. And then, yeah, so I'm going to choose emails, but I'm going to get rid of this and choose email 1. So whichever, if they have multiple emails, I just want to make sure I have the first one, and I'm going to go ahead and save this. So once you have this, be sure to hit on save as well to save the other modules you just put in, and then go ahead and run this module only. Once you have this entire module saved, then the next thing you want to do is you want to switch this from run every 15 minutes to on demand. So you don't want at regular intervals, that's like 15 minutes. No, you just want to choose on demand. That is if information changes on the auto lead gen trigger, that means you just come in, you change the information, you put in a new keyword and location, and then that's when it's going to trigger this workflow, and that workflow will now be able to import and give you as many leads as you want. So this is how easy it is. And once you have that, be sure it's published and you're good to go. So there you have it. Don't forget to check the links in the description for the access to the Make Blueprint. I hope this guide gave you real practical value to help you build more success in your online business. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, drop a like or dislike, and let me know why in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.